Welcome to FEMA's Tribal Recovery video series. In this video, we will cover Step 1, outline initial response, and some best practices for assessing damage. Tribal elected officials understand initial response to an incident and the need to assess damage to public infrastructure in the community. And I'm here with Sabrina. Welcome, Sabrina.
Hi, Zuni. Thanks for having me today.
So, Sabrina, why do tribes care about assessing damage properly?
Tribal governments respond to emergencies and disasters routinely. Activating the emergency plan and tracking an assessment of damages is essential in determining the need to request for federal assistance.
Well, describe the immediate priorities when responding to an incident.
When responding to an incident, it's initially important to understand what you're dealing with. So your initial assessment, seeing what types of resources are going to be required to deal with it, and then setting up your documentation trail is very important.
In the event of a disaster, the tribe's immediate priority is the safety of people, community, land, and resources. Those initial response activities can include performing life-saving and life-sustaining activities such as sheltering, feeding, and evacuee support, engaging the tribal first responder capabilities, activating the tribal emergency operations plan, declaring a state of emergency within the tribe, using existing mutual aid agreements, checking safety of public infrastructure, documenting the work, begin saving documentation associated with any costs incurred to implement your emergency operations plan. The disaster declaration process starts at the local level, where damage information is initially collected with tribal authorities. FEMA can provide you with an initial damage assessment checklist to support the collection and assessment of the damage. The tribe collects initial damage estimates to identify unmet needs and damage such as threats to life, health, and public safety, and the emergency actions taken to protect against them. The number of people who have been displaced, how many primary homes are damaged or destroyed, the extent of insurance coverage, both private and tribal, the extent of business losses, and damage that prevent homes from being safely habitable, and damage to infrastructure.
It's important to have and activate the tribal emergency plan and to accurately assess and track damage. Both of these will be required if the tribe decides to request federal assistance.
At any point in responding to an event, the tribe may reach out to surrounding jurisdictions, the state or FEMA, for additional response or coordination, resources, and our initial support for initial damage assessments. Be sure to watch the next video to see Step 2, requesting preliminary damage assessments, validating damage, and determining if additional assistance is needed. For more information on the disaster declaration process, check out the FEMA Tribal Declarations Pilot Guidance on FEMA.gov. If you have questions, you can always reach out to your regional FEMA Tribal Liaison.